Hey guys, so if you're here from part 1 of my life update video, hello! If you're not, hello! So, this video now focusing on other things besides how's my life been going and whatnot. By the way, you should watch part 1 if you haven't here. So, anyway, so let's talk about summer plans. If maybe to get back into the vlogging here and there, I want to build a drift trike this summer. So this is kind of just the part 0 planning stage, etc., just to maybe talk about what I'm thinking and all that fun stuff. So first of all, where should I start? I mean, cars and cameras. They're probably not even going to see this video due to like my ranking in YouTube, honestly. I mean, they're probably all the way up here, and I'm just like down here, like 156 subscribers. Thank you for that, by the way. But so, cars and cameras, they make a whole bunch of great stuff with Predator 212 engines, and they also made a turbo drift trike and a Baby C drift trike. And I used to ride drift trikes, well, not motorized ones at least, when I was in my youth group a couple of years ago. Those are a heck of a lot of fun, and I want to. Being that I have gotten done with my first year of my mechanical engineering degree at my university that I'm going to, I want to challenge myself with making a drift trike. So here's what I'm thinking. I've got a like an $80 Walmart bike that apparently fell apart and stopped working, and I was like, screw it, let's Frankenstein one of my old mountain bikes back to life. And actually, well, that's happened during my college life, and I decided to chop off the, let's see, what is it? The front fork from the frame, and it's a 26-inch wheel. Now, before you say anything, people go with 20-inch wheels on their drift trike projects because you get more tire on the ground and you don't have to worry about it, like, slanting in and all that crap. But in my defense, first of all, Cars and Cameras did it. You can go watch their Turbo Trike series, but seriously. Besides them, I've seen other YouTube videos where people do 26-inch wheels, and yes, I know there are, like, they used the fat tires, but still they used 26-inch wheels. And it just depends on how you build the frame. I mean, if you build like a really nice compact frame, you're gonna have some problems. But if you kind of expand yourself out and that actually, well, I don't know, do it right, then it might not be as bad. So, I really don't want to use a 20-inch wheel. I have a 20-inch wheel fork that I could use in last, like, oh frick moments, but I'm going to try to use a 26-inch wheel. So, there's that. And obviously, I have a Predator 212 that I was given by my dad for Christmas, and it's still sitting in its box right now. Excuse me. I've got a drift trike kit that includes all the necessary driving mechanics, so including a clutch, the chain. I'm using 40 chain, a 54 tooth sprocket, and I think the clutch is 12 tooth. I might be wrong on this. I'm using 11x6-6 tires and a 36-inch live axle, and then pillow block bearings. Now I've thought about that because I was looking at those other bearings where, like, you kind of sandwich it in a bracket and whatnot, and then you put that onto this bracket that's welded onto the frame. I don't have welding experience, and I know, yeah, I know it's my fault. Yes, I get that, but I'm hoping that maybe I can gain some, or maybe I can have one of my friends or coworkers do it for me at my summer job to help me get started, and then we'll just go from there. Other than that, I think that's about it with, like, what I've got. So why don't I show you some concept models that I've got here on my desktop here, and we'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so now I'm in Blender 2.78 with some freehanded concept models that I did, and aside from the drawings that I've done too. Also, quick little fun fact, that drift trike concept art that I did was actually one of the concept iterations that I did. Yeah. Anyway, so let me show you some concept models that I did. Here is the first one here on its nice little podium. It's got a really nice square tubing frame and a basic front fork here. And yes, it does have a battery because I want to hook up some lights to it because I think that'd be kind of cool. The only problem with it is kind of long, and then the wheel kind of sticks out like that. But then you have to do that anyway because it's a 26-inch wheel. So I've decided to improve from that and have this V2 model. So this one is kind of long still, yes, but it looks a little bit nicer. I was going to use like bent or pipe tubing here, like cut out all the necessary bits here to get them all nice and fine here. And then it's got a really interesting rear bumper concept, and then you can see pillow block bearings and the Predator 212 here in the back. There was nothing wrong with this design or anything. It's just I wanted to go more compact because there's a coworker of mine that has a really nice drift trike, and then I found out he's got it from a set of plans, but he had to make some heavy modifications to the design, and I contacted the seller of these plans, and he's not getting back to me right now, so we're crap out of luck on that. So then, inspired by my coworker's model, we have this third iteration right here, which is a lot more compact, and it uses the same 26-inch wheel model from Concept V2. And yeah, I think I might just be going with this design now, coming to think of it, because I might be ditching the plans of the trike that I was going to buy earlier, but I'm just like, yeah, forget it. So anyway, this is the model. This is the this is the iteration I'm thinking of building in real life. I know it looks better on paper and it looks better with dimensions, but like I said, this is a free-handed concept model just to get an idea before, like, you kick it into gear and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I think that's all I can share right now. And so there'll be another video later on when I start getting some pieces together. Maybe I'll show you like the parts that I got and whatnot. But what I do need to get is the sleeves for the tires, and then I need a seat. And I've been eyeballing a seat on Amazon that's $15. It's a Wise plastic bucket seat that you see in classrooms. Like, well, I don't know how to describe it. It's a bucket seat. You see it in classrooms. That's all I can say. $15, and then there was a review that someone used on their drift trike, and it actually looks really good. So I'm going to get that seat and hopefully get some bolt patterns or some brackets down here to bolt onto that. And yeah, so yeah, there's one more thing before I go here. There's a couple people that I need to thank here. So yeah, at this time there's only one person or one group that I need to thank. Well, two actually that I can thank for this project. First of all, Cars and Cameras. I mean, I watch your channel whenever I can. It's you guys are awesome, hilarious, creative, etc., etc. And then I also got to thank BMI Karts and Parts.com, because they're the ones that provided my drift triking cart needs when I've been asking them, and they were really nice to me just to tell me where I should go, because I'm not really familiar with this kind of stuff. So all this is going to be a learning experience for me. Yes, I know there's Go Power Sports, but I was just thinking about what was cheaper and whatnot, and BMI Karts has more of a variety. So BMIKarts.com for all your go-kart, drift trike, ATV, etc. needs, all the good stuff. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got to say for part 0 of this Drift Trike series. When the next video will come out, I am not sure, because I need to, just save up for the chassis now and start building it, I guess. So yeah, with that out of the way, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.